Hey, what is going on, you guys? AK-40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven, and I just want to talk real quick about just pure sexism in the media, as well as just double standards, what a woman can do and get away with, and what a man can do and get absolutely shut the fuck down. So let's get it. All right, so the premise of this video is indeed Jada Pinkett Smith cheating on her husband, Will Smith. They might have an open marriage or whatnot. They definitely don't have a conventional marriage by any means. They've said in past interviews they don't really believe in monogamy, and that they stopped calling each other husband and wife and babe and baby and stuff like that years ago. They just refer to each other by their first names, which is kind of weird, but they have like this interesting unconditional love. They have 2 kids together. They live together. It's like they're a family unit, but they don't have a traditional marriage, and that's totally fine. Not a big deal. It's not what this video is about. That's not my point. So, that's fine. However they want to live their life, if they want to 50 shades each other, or they want to, pass each other around like a joint in a party or whatever, that's not my business, and I don't really give a shit. Here's what I do kind of care about. Here's what bothers me a little bit, and here's the topic that lowers my sperm count. A bunch of women and men and everyone are saying things like, oh, good for her, I'm glad she's found happiness and stuff like that. Now, you have to keep in mind that August Alsina is friends of her son. That's how she actually met him in the first place. He's 27 years old, and I think she's in her 50s, I believe. So there's that. And she was introduced to him through her son, and basically how she positioned herself, and I don't mean this in a naughty way, how she positioned herself with him is like a motherly figure. She was trying to help him through a hard time. He was going through some mental health issues and shit like that. He was going through a hard time, and she tried to help him through that. And then eventually she started helping him in other ways. And just the way that she refers to the cheating, she wouldn't even admit it as cheating, and Will had to basically pry the word relationship out of her. She wouldn't even call it that. She called it an entanglement. Which, I mean, and then also, I'm going to link in the description below all my sources. I do this with all my videos and shit like that. In case anyone ever tries to, like, come at me with some fuck shit, I can just point them to my sources and also to, things that back up my claims. Now, this is my opinion here, but in the description, there are videos from psychologists and body language specialists that watch the video and were like, okay, see right here, Will Smith's eyes are looking down at the table. Jade is using very, like, stern hand shit. She has dead eyes, like she has no soul. And then like Will Smith, he basically in the interview at her talk show, the Red Table Talk or whatever, he looked like he hadn't slept in days. He looked like he was had just been crying backstage. And so even if he's saying, oh, we have an open marriage and I knew about this and her and I were separated at the time and I gave it my full consent and stuff like that, I don't believe that. I think he's absolutely heartbroken, and I think that he's saying this stuff to protect her so people don't shit on her. But the thing is, people are like, oh, bravo, you found happiness and stuff like that. Let's flip the tables here for just 1 second, okay? I'll be the waiter. I'll turn your table for you. So Will Smith is in the same marriage, the same dynamic relationship with Jada Pinkett, and he's in his 50s. And then we'll say instead of Jaden, their daughter Willow brings a friend over. And that friend even stays in the Smith's home, just like August did. And is going through a really rough mental time. And Will starts playing kind of the daddy role, the father figure, to help her out through a rough time. But then they get romantically involved in a relationship, or an entanglement, as he calls it. And, he's in his 50s. She's in her early to mid-20s, because August was 23 when he met the Smiths. Basically gotten sexually involved, romantically involved in an entanglement with a friend of his daughter, Willow, and the tables were turned. People wouldn't be, oh, bravo, Will, I'm so glad that you found happiness. People would be shitting on him. The feminist movement would kick into hyperdrive. You'd have a bunch of digital Karens hopping on their keyboards, taking off their fucking huge mood rings and shit, getting on their keyboards, clickety-click-clacking, messaging all of his, not record companies, he's not a musician anymore, all of his movie labels, all of the directors of his upcoming films saying, is this really the kind of man you want portrayed in your film? Boycotting all his shit, trying to get him shut the fuck down off of all his projects. And I don't think Jada would be backing him up and lying for him like he's doing. So, this is just absolute sexist fucking bullshit. And, the feminist movement would have moved in. Oh my God, you'd have fucking mohawks flopping in the wind. They'd be like just raging out, fucking marching in the streets to get him shut the fuck down if this exact situation had happened on the other foot. So I just had to put this out real quick. I don't agree with it. I think it's insane. And if you want something a little bit more related to the gaming community, because that's what my channel is mostly about, okay, let's look at Twitch. A male streamer could be wearing a tank top like this, turns to the side, shows just a little bit of his baloney nipple. Gone. Instant ban, even if he's a large streamer. Then somebody like Alinity shows her entire tit, throws her cat over her shoulder, feeds him vodka on stream, has to beg to get banned. Somebody like Pokemon can have a fucking army of simps who basically, she mooches off them, leeches off them. Some of them are going homeless because they keep donating to her. She won't reject their subscriptions or anything like that. Now, if a man, a really attractive male like myself with a perfect jawline and bulging biceps, were to be doing the same thing, collecting money from hapless women that he knows damn well he's just leading them on for money, that wouldn't be stood for. Now, it's fucking crazy, man. And I hate to, put my opinion out there because I'm probably going to get, well, for one, a lot of support and a lot of likes, but also a lot of people on the other side too trying to get buck with me and fucking talk shit and stuff. And that's totally fine. You can have a difference of opinion. I'm an adult. You're most likely similar, maybe something. I don't know about your brain, but you might be an adult as well. You can have a difference of opinion and still not be wrong or incorrect or need to be attacked verbally or anything. You can have a difference of opinion. This is my opinion. I think it's completely sexist to see this shit in the media all too often. This is just one example here that kind of just was the straw that broke the camel's cock here. But, I mean, this kind of shit happens all the time, and you're like, wow, if that would have happened with a male, he'd be either in jail or completely fucked. Same thing with, like, an older woman sleeps with an underage male that's like 16 or 17, like a student or something like that. People are like, oh, sweet, bro. It's not sweet. It's not sweet at all. It's still illegal. It's still fucked up. As where, a 21 or 22-year-old teacher, male, has sex with a 16-year-old female student, straight to prison with you, bud. Throw the shackles on. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So, it's fucked, dude. It's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. All right. That's all I got, guys. Jeez. Just think about it. Peace.